Hi, Jessie here. Another Christmas card in my card series. I'm using up, getting close to the bitter end of my Bright Christmas Recollection 6x6 pad. So this is the paper line I'm using in this card. As you can see, I don't clean up for YouTube videos apparently. I have here, this is just a 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of paper folded in half, so it's works like that. And I'm going to use the stub punch on my Crocodile Corner Chomper, and I'm going to do the two bottom corners of the card. And then my first piece of paper is 4 by 5 1/4, so it's 1/4 of an inch smaller than my card base. And again, I'm just going to punch the bottom corners. And this is another quick and simple, real easy to put together card. This piece of paper is 3 1/2 inches by 4 3/4. And then I have a 3 1/4 piece of paper by 4 1/2 inch piece of paper. And that one's going to go there. So first things first, I'm just going to adhere all of these together. And I know I don't clean everything up all neat and tidy every time I do a video, but just taking my time to get that as centered as I can. And then this one goes on top there. Almost put the glue on the wrong side. Really dislike when I do that, and then I have to go and rub it all off, and it takes forever. Again, center that on here. So that's what my card base looks like. And then there's a piece of paper on here, and it's got all of the letters, all of the numbers, I mean, from December 1 to 25. So I fussy cut the 25 out already, and I have that. And I also have white satin ribbon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 1/4 inch score tape when I find it in my mess. There it is. Sorry about that. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to run it up on this side of the card. Let's go over one more. About there. Nip it off on the front. Do like I have in all of my other videos when I use this, and just fold it over. Bottom side too. Okay, and then I want we'll use the acrylic block this time. I always put it on something like this because it is one piece of tape. Therefore, cut my nails off. Therefore, it wraps all the way around. If I use it on like an acrylic block or my paper trimmer or something like that, when I put it down, I can peel it back up without pulling the rest of the tape with it. Okay. Take my white satin ribbon here. Sorry if my head got in the way there. And run it up here. See, and this is why I can pull it back up, because we're on the acrylic block. The tape came off on this side, which is fine. I'll just put it back on. Fold it up. Bring it down. You've seen me do a lot of this in this videos. I've really liked this technique this time. Tying it into a knot. Oh, no, I gotta put a little more tape there first. Just because otherwise my gap's too low in my knot isn't as high as I would like it to be. There. Just tighten the knot up at the top. Nice and tight. Take my Timmy scissors, cut it at an angle. Now because this is satin ribbon, it is going to fray. You need to know that before you use it. I'm okay with it. And I'm just going to adhere this directly onto my card base. Making sure that all of my adhesive, none of it is sneaking over the corner on me. Line it up on my card base. Going to take some, these are thin pop dots, so it's just going to give it a slight bit of being raised, as opposed to a real big one. Or real high raise, I should say, not a real big one. I'm going to put that on here, just like that. And I'm going to take this little scrap piece of white, and again using this Hero Arts CL343 Christmas Sentiment stamp set, I am going to again use this little Merry Christmas stamp here. What I'm going to do with it is, because it is a clear stamp, I don't have to, oh come on, I don't have to keep it directly straight. So I am going to stamp it a little crooked. No, I'm not. Don't like that. Change of plans. We're going to stamp it straight as an arrow. And I'm going to use my Ranger Archival black ink. Ink it up. This side. Stamp it. It is slightly wavy because I didn't pull it off and put it on 100% straight, but that's okay, because when I do my next step, my next thing with it, it'll be fine. I'm going to snip it off at that end. I'm going to put a V to give it a banner cut there. And now at this end, I'm going to put one of these real thin foam squares. And then in the middle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these and see if that's high enough. Which it's not, so I'm going to put two. My phone's ringing and they just have to wait a minute. It's important they'll call my cell phone. Then I'm just going to take one more of these real thin, the smaller ones, just for at the end here. And now I'm going to pull these off. I didn't center that very well, but that's okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there, then the high piece, and then our last low piece. And it gives it some added dimension. Yes, you can see that in there, and I don't like that particularly, so I might fix it here. I didn't do a dry run of this card like I normally do. Let's pull those out and see if I can still get the same effect. Oh yeah, there. And then I lose that. You can't see those anymore. So they're gone. But I still get the little bit of a raised banner. Then on the inside I cut, this is the back side of what that was on. So again, I'm going to take and I'm going to punch out the corners. And this is again 4 inches by 5 1/4, and this one is 3 1/2 by 4 3/4, so it's a 1/2 inch smaller than this. And we're going to adhere the white piece on top of the pattern paper. Center it as best I can. And then this piece will go on the inside of the card. And there you have it, another quick and simple Christmas card. Have a great day!